Alright, what's good, everyone? Last week, take a look at equations. One step, boom, boom. Easy, easy. Now, we're getting into two-step equations. But before we get into two-step equations, let's look at just solving our regular one-step equation. So I'll put us an example here. I'll have x plus 2 equals 6. Now, in our minds, we're like, all right, Mr. Ross, we get it, yo. 4 plus 2 equals 6. But algebraically, let's see how we solve this. So all we would do is say the opposite of a plus 2 is a minus 2. But whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other side. So we would subtract 2 to that side. So we would get x equals 4. Because 2 minus 2 is 0. That goes away. And 6 minus 2 gives us a granddaddy of 4. So we're good there. Now, if we want to check that, take my x of 4, plug it back in for x, and we will get 4 plus 2 equals 6, and 6 equals 6. So we are good. Check and mate. Now, let's get into our notes for today. I'm going to put 2 examples on this video here, and that will be it for that, and we'll get right to it for another classwork assignment. So let's take a look at an example now. Two-step equations now. So think, that was one step. Now we're going to have 2 steps. So I'll have 2x plus 1 equals, say, 7. 7's a pretty cool number. Now, you're probably, all right, Mr. Ross, what on earth do I need to do here? First, let's find our variable. I don't see a variable here, but I see the x there. That's my variable. I'm going to circle this entire term. Now, what you're going to do next is don't touch it until the very end, because I need to get this guy all by itself. So what do I do there? I'm going to subtract 1 to both sides, because the opposite of a plus 1 is a minus 1. So let's see. 1 minus 1 cancels. Good. So now I'm left with this 2x equals 7 minus 1, which is 6. And when you look at that, I'm back to a one-step equation. The opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. So then I will get, now let's see, 2's will cancel. X equals 3. Because 6 divided by 2 gives me 3, x is 3, and that is that for that answer. So I'm going to just push this up a little bit. If I want to plug this back in, I would do 2 times 3, because my x is 3, plus 1 equals 7. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 equals 7. 7 equals 7. Check, boom, diggity, diggity dog. That one's for you, Joey Pugs. Now, we'll take a look at one more example here. Oh, man, I'm getting old. So, let's go to another example now. We have, let's see, we'll mix it up a little bit. 3x minus, we'll say, 3 equals 12. Now, another two-step equation for us here. So, first, let's find the variable and circle this guy, because we don't want to bother him. We want to get him all by himself. These are the dogs playing here. We want to get rid of their other friends. They want to play by themselves. So let us add 3 to both sides to get rid of this 3 here. Because as you guys did for to do now, the opposite of a minus 3 is add 3. So add 3 to both sides. So I have now 3x. Remember, bring them down. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. You lost $3. You found 3. You're back at 0. So 3x equals 12 plus 3, which is 15. And like we were before, back to a one-step equation. The opposite of multiplying by 3 is dividing by 3. Whatever do to one side, must do to the other. So let's take a look now. Slide this up. I have these 3's will cancel. Oh, there we go. X is all by itself now. And x will equal 15 divided by 3, which is 5. And just another thing to point out, These cancel because 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that's why they're gone. X equals 5 here. Now I need to make sure what I did was correct. So let me plug in that 5. I have 3 times 5 minus 3 equals 12. And this was the original equation from above. So nothing changed there. 3 times 5 is 15. I'll slide that up. Minus 3 equals 12. 15 minus 3 is, well, 12. And in fact, 12 equals 12. So we are good. So those are our notes for two-step equations today. Go back through the video, pause it, put it in slow-mo, whatever you want to do. Review as many times as you want. But those are our notes for this week. And the problems you'll see in the classwork will be directly from these notes right here. But they might just have some different numbers, but all the same steps will apply. So reach out with any questions and be good, stay safe, stay inside, and social distance. Alrighty, peace out.